Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LCK Cup 2025.
Of the Galio meta.
Yeah, I mean,
and looked really, really good. It's always been a treat.
Lazy
Feel, this is a treat for him and not one that he really wants. I think knows that he's dead as he throws down the barrier. There's the wind becomes lightning as Owner is going to make sure that the Ezreal dies. And over the wall goes Sponge, understanding that this 1v2 is maybe not so much in mid. So they're going to start these up immediately. Sponge moves over, gets full information. All right, there's the weave as well. Andal flashing over, looking for Carrier. Hasn't pressed that W just yet, as there it is. Into the wall they go. Seismic Shove is fantastic. Heroic entrance, not getting the knockups they're looking for, but Andal still in trouble. Carrier going to be going down first, though, as it's both supports lying on the floor. The barrier comes in. Lazy Feel is still going to get cut down by the feathers, and Yucal, oh no, doesn't manage to hit the rocks. As the flash goes forward, the Justice Punch comes in, and oh, that was actually really cute. There from Yucal as well. Does have to flash.
We were able to see that like right away.
But it was weird, like, because you can't cancel Justice Punch, right? Like, so as soon as you're starting to do that, like something had to stop him. But I was sure the rocks weren't there.
Yeah, I thought he just went into the wall.
The fact that they managed to grab that dragon, nothing yet on the board for DRX. Have to see them find a bit of an angle here. As Sponge even finding an interrupt on Carrier. There's a cease and desist as well. Seismic Shove pushes him back. Carrier's just dead. Heroic entrance might be heroic, but it is not going to save that Rakan.
This is the DRX. Very happy with that prize they pick up here. Kill goes over to Sponge. 2 assists to Yucal already this game, and see what else he can get done. As Lazy Feel may be in danger.
He might. There is some shock blasts coming up.
Okay. Really looking forward to seeing how he's going to pilot this champ. He's already had one good fight as Doran.
Yeah, Rich going to be like finding the ultimate. Immediately onto Doran here, and oh, Sponge. Perfect positioning once again. Continues charging, but that's a great flash from Doran. Able to get that hammer blow back as well, and that one. So only one objective to be taken here by DRX.
Critically gets that one without the smite, so has another opportunity to grab an additional.
Yeah, Andal is level 6, did manage to make it there as the wall comes through. They're looking for Gumayusi. They will be giving away a few of these grubs, but Gumayusi is going to die. Does have to use all of the summoner spells, as Yucal could almost just die here, and Gumayusi will survive. T1 take 4.
And they ended up giving up the grubs as well. Now Rich is isolated. Sponge comes over, does have ult flash.
Yeah, let's see whether they can deny this first turret, because that'll mean feats of strength going over to T1. Faker. Let's see it. Okay, there is the public execution, and Doran will be going down first. Oh, they take their time! They take too long! And he's able to get the kill onto Rich. Sponge versus Faker here. I think it's probably still pretty good for Faker, despite the fact that he is Galio, not necessarily good at dealing with physical damage, but you know, he's just able to walk it off.
Okay, well that ended up being pretty bizarre. The first turret as well, which would be feats for them.
Yep, that's
they won't get it.
So T1 will be able to collect that one for themselves. And it's just going kind of like to protect the president. Faker with a lot of utility. Owner on a champion that can just brawl with you early on in the game. And in this composition,
Doran by Rich doesn't quite connect. And now Doran's going to grab this turret as well. And man, T1 snowballing this gold lead.
Yeah, almost towards the burn urn, perhaps. Unless he does go for, you know, something else. Could be a little bit more of a battle Galio, but that is going to be second dragon for T1. Ocean Soul this game, as Lazy Feel trying to dash forward, make things happen. Muramana not quite done just yet.
T1 have gotten basically everything but that first dragon, and they're looking for more here.
Yep, Owner going in. Oh, the Seismic Shove is gorgeous, but he does have that Crescent Guard. They're trying to block these dashes. The Zinzao goes down as Rich zoning Gumayusi out of this fight. Sponge just getting the heck out of there. Red buff will be secured here by Doran, but he might die for it. That could be a little bit of a problem. Faker able to make his way out as there's a public execution, this time onto Faker, but he creates the distance he's looking for. Featherstorm comes through from Gumayusi. He's still at full health as the heroic entrance, once again not finding a lot of value. Decent knockup. Faker is likely to go down, but he trades for Sponge. Yucal's over the wall. The Seismic Shove onto Doran. He finds the big rock carrier. Is he able to get out? The battle dance says absolutely, because he just dashes all over the place, and they don't have infinite rocks. They don't have the most steadfast presence, but they do have Rich. And let's see whether he can grab a double here. The grand entrance is decent. Seismic Shove misses. And oh my god, they had like 20 health between them.
I mean, Guma held his flash until the very, very end.
Oh, True Shot Barrage. Oh, it gets him! And Carry gets
though.
taken down. Andil, big giggle for that one.
This is a big win, though, for DRX.
Oh,
I mean, they
huge.
take a kill lead here. The gold lead is thinned out significantly. Only 2,000 behind. That'll get even smaller once this turret falls on, but the rest of his team is already on his way out. I know, we have more.
Oh dear, Gumayusi's dead. There it is. That is the cease and desist plus the seismic shove combo that we've seen. So teleport up and available. The heroic entrance also not there as teleport coming in towards his top side. And Rich is going to join, looking to try and get rid of Doran. There is still an outer turret up there. So he does have a bastion of safety he can head towards, and Ona could make this interesting. Keeper's verdict comes down as there is the public execution. DRX looking to dive on top of the jungler, but Sponge is already down. Meanwhile, there's a battle on multiple fronts. Doran and Carry are looking like they're almost winning as Lazyfield wants to take down Doran, and he will be able to get there. In the meantime, Rich is limping away from the battle, and Ona says absolutely not. And then Andil can do absolutely nothing. Gumayusi, he'll turn up extraordinarily late, probably just to help his team grab this Arakan buff.
Lazyfield is in no man's land as well. Looking for some damage here onto Guma, but I think his fate is sealed.
Yeah, let's see whether Lazyfield can make this interesting. Arakan is on his team at the moment as Lazyfield. Oh man, I got so excited that something could almost happen.
Yeah, a little bit interesting.
Yeah. Gumayusi pressed barrier, so I guess he got that.
Well, I mean, now that he's done enough damage here to where they can't really Otacon safely, and they're going to have to back, so it is significant. He's
I mean, what's the result of this?
Well,
the result of this is Arakan got real mad.
Yeah.
Okay,
we'll let them, he's like, there's still some wiggle room for DRX in those types of moments, but something like a Dragon where you have full control over this area is so free to take. And DRX don't have the damage just yet. I mean, their Ezreal's on 2.5 items, but they don't have the damage to crush Otacon in return. They're going to look for a dive on the Faker instead. Yeah,
that was a little bit weird, that whole situation, as Sponge presses the ultimate button. Faker gets out of the turret range. True Shot Barrage is going to help aid it. And UCal not wanting to take any chances. He's going to use that ultimate just to make sure that they have as many people in the area as possible.
I mean, you get Faker, you should be able to get this turret, so you get something in return for that Dragon that did go over. This took a lot of resources to do so. A lot of health bars getting low means it's tough to actually think this out. As Guma's splitting.
Yeah, he should be able to get this in a turret as well. Carrier is making sure that he's being as frustrating as possible as Andil finds a heroic charge. He's the only one here. Keeper's verdict comes down. There's a public execution as, of course, Ambessa can show up at a moment's notice. Doran is just so tanky, though. He gets over the wall. No one's dead quite yet, but Gumayusi is now going to turn up, and now it's Ona's turn. Oh, he gets pushed into the seismic shot, but it doesn't matter. He is so tanky, it is absurd. And Doran is still raining these shock blasts forward. I mean, tank Jace is so frustrating, man.
I guess it's just a trick, man. It seems like you can kill Jace because you're used to killing Jace all the time, but you can't kill him.
He used to be tank. Well, he's not that tanky, I guess, if Richard comes and kills him when he's on like 0 health. That's a lot of value from that Featherstorm as the True Shot Barrage sails by. Sponge in the back of this pit right now. Another opportunity for UCal as the fists are doing the talking for Sponge here at this stage. Not enough dashes there, unfortunately, for Rich, who will just get pummeled by this Galio, and this game has devolved.
Yeah, I mean, too bad this didn't happen just a few minutes ago. You know, like maybe like 11 minutes ago, we could have maybe had Ruinous. How long were we going to this replay? Stuff is happening in live, but Guma actually gets so much value out of his ultimate, but then ultimately still goes down. Okay.
All right, Gumayusi once again trying to get some value out of some stuff. Triple seismic shove, and down goes the Xayah, and it's a free ticket back to the base to spend some of that money for Sponge. Speaking of the winds of war, but a little bit late. The battle is kind of over. Now Baron is up and available. I don't know, a bit private.
Yeah, I mean, they're just feeling like because they have these reses, they're going to be able to take out Baron. Still fairly greedy here from DRX.
Yeah, a few things on cooldown now as Carrier is trying to battle dance around this fight. Andil off to the side, Keeper's verdict. This could be so valuable, but instead he holds onto it. Heroic entrance coming on down there as they get a few knockups. Heroic charge onto the Galio, but he's so tanky. As T1, the more of these send homes that they can get without losing anyone, it's very important. 100 gold going over to Faker here as Rich. I'm not sure about that one, my friend, as he's going to dash around the fight and look for an opportunity to get something done, but he is just going to die. As Doran likely to fall as well. A 1-for-1 as far as top lane is. But I think it's probably still pretty good for T1.
I am once again asking teams
on top of everything, but man, it's looking a little bit frightening. All right, there's a Weaver's Wall. Okay, UCal, that is an aggressive move. The True Shot Barrage doing so much damage. Another great shove, but Andil still going to be lying on the floor. Sponge goes in. It's going to be the secure of the soul, and this heroic entrance is looking pretty good. Still Ambessa trying to get some work done. Owner is so tanky, it doesn't make any sense. The rock's not going to be enough, but LazyFeel is able to get that kill in the end. He's going to have to be a real hero now, though, because there are 3 T1 members looking for him and UCal.
He's got his passive. Maybe he gets out.
Yep, Grand Entrance coming down. Seismic Shove is decent as Carrier. Will he actually go down? That's the question. He's trying to back, and it looks like he will survive. LazyFeel missing a bunch of buttons, and there's a flash forward from Gumayusi. 432 gold. Lying on the floor now is LazyFeel, unfortunately. And T1, they should be able to take what they want.
This doesn't feel like a pro game, Atlas.
This feels, yeah, this is fast and loose.
I don't even know what to analyze, you know?
Lichbane. This is Battle Galio, if ever I've seen one. Sponge standing on a ward, a little bit unfortunate there as the Seismic Shove doesn't get too much value. Rock's there on the ground as Owner turns up, and he's real scary. Rich as well, sitting at 50%. Owner just trying to get himself out of there. And the dash will be denied. This steadfast presence pretty good from Andil. And what we want to see is so much more from Andil.
Yeah,
I think the Keeper's verdicts need to start landing if DRX want any hope.
It's the only way they can steal away this Baron is to knock half of T1 away, but T1 are obviously also aware of it. Rich going to teleport back in. This one more reasonable. Look at the flank angle here for Carrier, though. Unseen.
Oh, no. Andil's going to whiff it. They can't see the health bars as Heroic Charge might make up for it. Doran is so tanky, though. Stop engaging on this guy. As Carrier will be able to dash his way out. True Shot Barrage almost managed to steal it. Seismic Shove onto 2 again. But they've got health bars for days. They've got buffs all over the place. And DRX are just running out of hope in this game.
I think a lot of why this game looks so weird is because both of these teams have such a defensive advantage through these choke points with the taunt, with the rocks, with the shoves. But T1 are just so far ahead at this point. They have positional advantage there. Carrier's going to get caught. I don't know how much it matters.
Yeah, LazyFeel, yeah, he's going to be flashing away from that one very quickly.
That's going to be an inhibitor going down here.
Oh, there's the flash taunt. Going to connect onto 2 of them. In goes Andil, though, to try and stop this one from happening. But LazyFeel, in the blink of an eye, he disappeared. The Ambassador as well. Sorry, Rich. But it's a gray screen for now, and it looks like T1, they may not be stopping here. They might just be finishing this game off. Their first win on red side, and a pretty good sign if you want Baron to make a comeback in terms of the battle of the groups. The world champs finally on the board here with a victory over DRX here in game 1 at least. So I guess not necessarily finally on the board. Still need to do it one more time. This was